Okay, good morning everybody. It is Wednesday the 17th of May 2023. Oh, I need to get my phone out to just double check that all the time. There was one time I was getting the date wrong almost every video. I'm better at it now. Anyway, as you can probably see, I'm in Stanley Park. Come over to get my midweek video of the Anfield Road Stand. I'll turn you around. It's very quiet, guys, and I've got my beanie hat on despite it being this time of year because it is about 5:20 a.m. This morning. So come over for first light to start my day nice and early. Got loads on today, so yeah, come over to get this one. Wind really low this morning as well, so it might enable me to get some nice decent shots. Clouds are looking really grey, but it's not going to rain today, I don't believe. So anyway, yeah, my midweek video is where I'll get up in the air and cover some of your questions and comments that you've put to me from my weekend video. Try and get a nice close look, seeing as it's nice and early as well, and see what we can see. Okay, so let's get up there and have a look. Let's go. Okay, guys. So we're going to get straight up in the air from the usual points, looking at the corner between the main stand and the Anfield Road Stand. I'm going to get up to about 50 or 60 meters. We're at 60 now, and then I'm going to get closer to the ground. Look at those clouds above. Looks quite cool, doesn't it? Get closer to the ground now, and we shall make a start on these questions and comments. Let's go. Right, okay guys, so first things first up, I've got quite a few of the same message, and I wanted to bring these up to say thank you to you all, because on my last video, on my weekend video, I'd mentioned that my eldest lad had broke his leg in a 50-50 challenge playing in a cup final last week, and I'd nipped away from the hospital whilst he was having surgery. So I'm just going to put a few messages here. I've got Robert Warner saying sorry to hear about your son, hope his operation went well, thank you for kindly doing these videos. Steve D, sorry to hear about your son's injury, here's wishing him a speedy recovery. Matto, hope your lad recovers soon. Mano Pillay, speedy recovery for your lad, thanks for keeping us updated, cheers. Yeah, that is just 4 of you that I've 4 messages that I've brought up. Honestly, I had loads of you wishing him well. And do you know what? I didn't expect that. I just kind of mentioned it during my video and didn't expect all the well wishes and that. So guys, thank you all so much. He is back at home now. He'd broken his tibia but not his fibula, I think that's right anyway, which is actually more awkward. They said if he'd have broke both it's better, but anyway, he had surgery last Friday. He's in quite a bit of pain, but he is recovering. He's got a pin in his leg inside, which we think will stay there forever, but he should make a full recovery. He should be able to play footy again, you know, in months to come or whatever, but he says at the moment he doesn't want to, which I understand, but we'll see how he feels. But guys, that was just a quick one to say thank you all so much for wishing him well, and I will, you know, I'll keep you updated now and again, but thanks a lot guys, really do appreciate it. Okay, so moving on, we have Sophie Jones, who says the brickwork that you said isn't brickwork is coming along nicely. Yes, Sophie, fair play. I did say so. This at the top, let's get, it's nice and early, there's nobody here, let's get as close as we can, and have a look. So I will zoom as well now. So yeah, Sophie, you're right, fair enough. I did say, didn't I, that at the top I said it doesn't look like brickwork, but yes, it is coming along nicely, and it certainly is brickwork. Yeah, very good brickwork indeed, and it is coming along nicely. That's what you're referring to, Sophie, isn't it? Because I said those bits at the top. I think it was because, see, this one on the very right, it's got like a covering or something on it, hasn't it? I think that's what I could see last time. So I was just looking at it thinking, well, that's not brickwork, but obviously it is brickwork there. So Sophie, I don't blame you at all for giving me a little bit of A little bit of stick on that. Yeah, so let's have a look. Let's whilst I'm here. So if I look over this way, they're just still. No, there is some. There's brickwork halfway up. It looks like behind that scaffolding. Quite difficult to see. Let's go along. I'm still on zoom here, so I'm not actually like right next to the stadium. Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? You can see it just behind the scaffolding, like I say. Quite difficult to see, but it is there. But if we take a trip along to the other side, we'll see it over there. And whilst I'm going over there, let me bring up the next question. Sorry, or the next comments. Whilst we're moving, so I've got Gareth Parry. Oh, sorry, thanks, Sophie. Before I move on, Sophie, thank you very much for your message. Thanks a lot. You've messaged quite a bit on my channel, I think, so thanks a lot, Sophie. Gareth Parry has said, I hope your son's leg heals ASAP. I'm well, thanks very much, Gareth. It's not on your video because you did it on Friday, but the scaffolding is coming down at the SKD end. Okay, well, we were just heading over there now, so we'll zoom out just while we head over. Just above those trees at the moment. Yeah, it's coming right. Look at the brickwork there. Wow, you're right, Gareth. It's come right down on that. So if we look over that side, you see the scaffolding coming right round, and then yeah, none on this side of this end. Just have a look at that brickwork there. Can have a good look, can't we, whilst there's no scaffolding. Looking really good, and yeah, Gareth, as you said, definitely coming down that, isn't it? Let's just go round. It's still right up round the corner whilst they're doing that brickwork. But yeah, looking great, that coming down, Gareth. And yeah, so on my Friday video, was that all still there? I can't actually recall. To be honest, it must have been, Gareth, because as you said, you know, because I was here Friday, I wouldn't have noticed. But yeah, looking good, eh? Looking good. Right, just zoomed out there. We'll move on to Stephen Ladner, who said, "Hi mate, is there any chance on your next shoot to have a look inside the stadium to see if there's any more seats?" Well, Stephen, let's get up and around and see what we see. To do this, just so you know, Stephen, I have to go really high to get round there to save getting any. So what we'll do, we'll have a good look at it going this way round. Yeah, to save on any signal interruption or as much as possible, I have to go high. So I'm at 90 meters now. Get round whilst hopefully still keeping signal with the drone, although it's dropping out a little bit now. And you heard that noise there. That's because I've lost failure and it's saying it's going to bring it home, but I will stop that. What you'd have seen on screen there is that the drone started turning itself to come home. That wasn't me turning it or anything, it just lost signal, so said it's coming home. The problem is, Stephen, when you've asked for to get from like inside and have a look, it's really difficult, mate, because from here, so I'm standing in the park, okay, so it's difficult from here. What I could do at some point, Stephen and everybody else, is, yeah, you can see the seats there. It doesn't look like there's any more round it yet. What I'll do, Stephen, I'll ask, you might have seen I've had somebody on site who takes a walk around now and again. I might see if they can let me know and have a little look. But the signal, I get signal failure, Stephen, because the stand's so big. it's really difficult to drop down inside. The other thing I was going to say is I could at one point go round to the cop, and if I fly from over the cop, it might make it easier. Yeah, but my signal's dropped out completely, and you'll see it's going to come back, but we couldn't see any there, could we? So Stephen, sorry about that. It's we can just see still that strip there in the middle. But no, I'm gonna move on. Stephen, at one point I'll ask my contact inside to have a look for us and let us know, or at some point I will take over from over the cop and do it from there. Okay. Thanks for your question though, Stephen. Really appreciate it. I'll definitely see what I can find out and get. Paul McLeod has said, thanks mate, another great video. Looks like they're completing Pirlins, Kenny Dog Leash End. I agree with the previous poster, like your new approach from the park. Oh, my new approach where I come across quite low from over the park, was it, Paul? I'm glad you liked that. Thank you. So, looks like they're completing Pirlins, Kenny Dog Leash End. Let's see. So the Pirlins, as we know, are the things that go in between these steels. When you say that, was it when the guys were up on the roof in my last video, the ones that give me a wave? Looks like they've done like most of it, doesn't it? They're obviously if we look down there, get a bit closer, they do just need to like do the connections and that, it looks like, to like the old roof, but they're cutting a bit of that out, aren't they, to save any obstructive views. But yeah, it's looking like a lot of them are done. So when they were on the roof, what I said, when they were on the roof, they were here doing these. These aren't Pirlins though, are they? These I don't think. I'm no way up on my construction. I'm sorry guys, I go off what a lot of you actually tell me, the info you give me, but this is what they were doing up here. So the Pirlins, I think, are just the bits that go in between where they put on those roof spans, those front spans. The Pirlins were the connecting joints. I could be talking rubbish though, to be fair. But either way, I'll just have a good look at this part while I'm here, because this is where you mentioned this Kenny Dog Leash End. It's quite good looking down at that, doesn't it? Seeing right through, you can still see loads of scaffolding in that inside that roof there. Whilst I'm there, I'll move on to got my last one. David Castor has said, "Hi Nick, first of all, so sorry to hear about your lad's bad injury. All the best for a full recovery to him." Thanks very much, David. Must also have been awful for you to see it happen. Yeah, well, I didn't realise at first, to be honest, mate. It just looked like 50-50. He stayed down, the other lad got up, and it looked like my lad was injured. But when I went over to see him, I thought straight away it was broken. But yeah, it's horrible watching lads that age play as well. So he's 21, but it's horrible watching them play at that age. So it's just dead aggressive, and that's not it's not nice. Anyway, David said, not being from the area, always wondered what the red brick with white edges building to the left of the new stand development is, and does it have any real history. Okay, David, so let's have a look. You are referring to, I believe, there's the Shankly gates there. You're referring to this one here, right next to the attenuation tanks. Does it have any history? Absolutely yes, it does. Let's have a little let's have a little flight round. It's somebody's house, so I won't look too much, but that one, what I'll do, I'll get on an angle where we can just see Anfield in the background, and I'll be careful because I'm not very high at all. Right, okay, we'll go like there. So this corner house here, does it have any history? Okay, so that is known as the chairman's house. David, it's known as the chairman's house because it belonged to John Holding, who was the founder of Everton and Liverpool Football Club. So yeah, it belonged. There is a statue of him down by the main stand. But yeah, he was the founder of both football clubs, and that was his house, the chairman's house. So it certainly does have a bit of history, David. So if anybody wants to look that up, excuse me, his name was John Holding, the founder of Liverpool and Everton Football Club. Okay, and that was known as the chairman's house, his house. So yeah, thank you very much for that, David. I hope that answered your question. I wonder if you actually knew that, David, and wanted me to wanted to see if I knew it or something. I wonder, or you wanted to just kind of point it out, because it is quite a significant property. But yeah, there you go, the chairman's house. Thank you very much for that. Right, guys, I'll take another flight across the back, nice low flight across the back here, and then we'll finish up. Okay, so let's, as it's been pointed out, that brickwork's coming on, load, scaffolding down, attenuation tank right there in the corner, all filled in to deal with all the excess water they'll be expecting off this new stand. Glass in, looking fantastic, isn't it, guys? Looking absolutely amazing. So as I come round, I'll finish off there and get back to my face. Okay, guys, so there you go. That was my midweek video of the Anfield Road Stand development. Yeah, a couple of close shots there. Good look at that brickwork, as pointed out by Sophie. I'd said in one of my videos, I think it was only like last midweek one, I'd said I didn't think that looked like brickwork above the glass. Clearly it was, well pointed out by Sophie. Scaffolding coming down. Look at that chairman's house as well. Good question that by David. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much for your question comments, and yeah, as I said, once again, thank you very much for the all the well wishes for my son. Didn't quite expect that, but really appreciate it. Do you know what, I'm here, as I said earlier, really early. It's getting on for 6 o'clock now, but there's a lady over there, I don't know if you can see in the background, like walking up and down the field, and like she's praying or something. And do you know what, it sounded pretty cool. Sounded pretty cool being here like this early in the morning and just hearing somebody doing that. Yeah, anyway, digress. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Please keep your questions and comments and everything coming. It's what makes the content for the midweek video. I know that there's some there that you know, do say, Nick, please put this in your next video and that, but I just kind of picked them out randomly. Keep them coming, and I'll get to them. I promise you, I'll get to them. Okay. Other than that, please like, share and subscribe. For any of my branded clothing like this, it's down there. Not sure if I'll be doing one of my weekly shows this week because I've just got quite a bit on. But yeah, loads coming up next few days. Keep your eyes out, guys. And I'll be at the weekends doing my full fly around, having a good look at every part of it. Okay, guys, thanks again. Take care. Bye now.